Tata Busum. Assalamu alaikum to all our viewers, those that are watching us on the ground here in the country and those that are outside the country at diaspora. We warm welcome to another episode of The Fix Show. Of course, this is a show that we come on every Friday discussing issues of national issues, come up with solutions. We do speak various languages. We also would like to look at current burning issues in this country and come up with suggestions and solutions to this. This is The Fix Show with your host, Mohamed Jallo. I've got two gentlemen here today, well known in the media and also well known in the political platforms of this country, and we would be right back after this break. Thank you. Thank you very much to all our viewers and those that are following us. Bidu ngafo nyame na introduction on Teledal Jang Mohamed Jallo and na Luntamba Fula, who we will really be talking to in connection to current issues of this country, and we will be dealing with solutions at mostly. Like I said, this is The Fix Show. Of course, we talk about solutions. Bidu na studio kono jang minister jang well Sirifo Bayo Sonko. Sonko Gambia, well known for his very common name. People know him on the diaspora, at home. Is a household name when it comes to politics, of course, a household name when it comes to UDP, and also Sirifo Sonko of Facebook. Sirifo, you are welcome to The Fix Show at Teledal.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mohammed. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. On my left here, I've got Honorable Lamin Bojang. Lamin Bojang was, of course, an executive member of the GDC. Now is a big fan supporter and also a member of the National People's Party, NPP, who are the incumbent and also the President's Party. Lamin, you are welcome to The Fix at Teledal.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. It's a pleasure being around, and thanks for having me. And how would I say, good evening to your viewers. And hope you enjoy the conversation between me and...
Sirifo, I'm going to start with you. This is your first time in at Teledal. This is the first time for in at Nasoto. Call The Fix. The Fix dungolom ngadeda. Nabe tinya ka ngadeda na man tinya ngadeda pour akana tinya banko dumbele dentala ibela miro be sambala nyaadi le politiko nyin Gambia ko nabe taka nyaadi le nga long very well ko nyin sango kono 2026 election yellow.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mohammed. Abaraka Bake. Like I said, thanks for having me. This year we are going to the poll, and we expect to have so many candidates or coalition. But what is more important is we all have to go towards the election peacefully with the right intention that we want to fix our country, and to fix our country we must be united. Then we must be ready to be civil in whatever we are doing. And I know, yes, we have a president ruling, and the president get into power in 2021, and then 2026 is the end of 2026 December is end of his term. That is the very reason why we're going to an election. So parties are getting ready. Like as you know, registration just started yesterday on the 8th of day before yesterday on the 8th of April, and I know so many things are going on, but I believe parties are ready to stand Kajeko registration processing very well, because what we need to understand is election starts with registration. So if you let the registration with, the IEC or maybe with the ruling government, you understand, the system is always always like that, because I was talking to one of my granddad. He told me, inviting foreigners to our election circle, it's not something new in this country. It says to me, this is something which starts from the time of Sadauda Karabakh Jawara. And then for me, if leaders will invite foreigners to get into the election, that shows that those leaders are not serving their people. Because if you're serving your people are the very one who have to elect you into power. So why going to other countries to import people to come and vote for you? So I believe, all political parties are going to stand firmly and defend their vote, make sure only Gambians. When I say Gambians, we have differences, you understand? We have Gambians who are born in this country. We have Gambians who are not born in this country, you understand? Like our own brothers in the diaspora and other places, you understand? When I say Gambians who are not born in this country, it can be people who are from other countries, but they came to the Gambia long time. They married in this country. They have a family in this country. So they naturalize. You understand? So people who naturalize, when I say naturalize, that's a legal process of having Gambian documents.
Right.
So people who naturalize to be Gambians, and you cannot deny those people not to vote.
Right,
you understand?
Right.
We are not going to allow mercenary voters to get into our election.
All right. So your view is heard loud and clear. Lamin ñinan nembita election la kote ke knowing very well ko election on fenja male kata yemuna yilla ñing election o membe na kan knowing very well ko fanambe sirin jang sirango men kan bi e ka bonam party leto wolle be mansa yala bi so ite yemuna jeñin sango kono be men kono ani be muna fola carte failali ani aba faila millier.
First and foremost, Mohammed, I would tell you that we have the most peaceful president on this continent. Gambians, anywhere in the world, can raise their hands, their voice, and tell the entire world that we have a peaceful president who loves peace. And we are all living witnesses to the man's peaceful nature. And we all had him when he did the State of the Nation address. Concluding it, he called for peace in the election. It is an election year. I am calling on every Gambian to maintain that peace, because that is the peace that is the biggest commodity we have as citizens of this country. President Barrow President Barrow is somebody who is a Gambian and is very much interested in Gambians deciding Gambian matters. Mm-hmm. He would never encourage foreigners to come and vote in our election. And Gambian matters should be decided by Gambians, as he has rightly alluded to. Mm-hmm. I agree with him 100%. Gambian matters should be entirely left in the hands of the Gambians to decide. But recently, we have seen how Silvo and his ilks, his likes, celebrate the victory of justice in this country. Mm-hmm. We have seen them in the streets of Burfoot. I have seen him, fighting for justice everywhere. Mm-hmm. I have seen that happen. I've seen him in the streets. Mm-hmm. Now, before we create commotions moving from pulling registration center to registration center, accusing people, we have our judges and we'll have revising courts. Mm-hmm. We can put our trust in the judges again, like how we did in them in previous rulings that they make in favor of or against the government. We have trust in them. So we can leave it and then allow peaceful registration. Mm-hmm. Then we put our hopes back in our courts to revoke whatever voters' card is issued unlawfully or illegally. Okay. So for me, I am calling on every Gambian, like my president did, to maintain peace, to preach peace, to act peacefully in this year, and to peacefully go and vote for the president on December 5th.
Thank you. Now, the thing I will ask you, Sirifo, yes, with all due respect to all of you, we do want to make sure this conversation is driven not only with decorum, but we'll also try to have some sense of humor to accept what others say. So we do also have viewers that are viewing, and their comments would also be taken as we go along in the conversation. My first question would be, do you agree with Lamin with the fact that the peacefulness of the president has liberated Gambians to explore the avenue, meaning democracy tata nyola?
I mean, yes, one thing Lamin need to understand. I mean, the peaceful nature of the president, you understand, can be accepted by others, but might not be accepted by others.
Do you accept it?
No,
as an individual.
No, I mean, as an individual, I will balance it. Because why I would say balance it, I have facts. There are reasons why I would balance it. Because we've seen his utterance towards leaders in this country. We've seen his utterance in the public. You understand? Because mansaya mole tombong. Kunung kabjani ke tombong ibaka ke nyame. Ni tombong imanyana nyado kela. And then one thing is very important, however peacefulness you are, let me tell you something. Leaders' words are very important. So if you have a leader who does not respect his own words, this is a big problem. President Barrow have promised Gambian a lot of things. For example, when President Barrow was coming to power, what was his promise to the Gambian people? Because there was a time Gambian people were yearning for change. And what exactly President Barrow told them is this: if you elect me into power, I'm only going to govern you for only 3 years.
But how judicial is that?
No. I'm not. Look, Muhammad, what you need to understand, I said, I am quoting from the president, a leader speaking, not me speaking. And this is what one thing you need to understand. I am quoting from the leader speaking, not Sidfor Sonko speaking, not Sonko Gambia speaking. I said in 2016 when we were campaigning, when Lamin was in GDC, you understand, he was also campaigning. I was with the president, you understand. We campaigned. Every Bantaba we went to, what I heard from the president, that is what exactly I am repeating. And again, immediately, when the time we went out for the protest, they called on
the protest because you guys have been protesting.
No, listen, I said the 3 years jot now.
3 years jot now, okay.
You understand? Okay. The president called elders from everywhere, and what was his statement to them? Ako nyadon ko lelako ha sanyi sabo nyin tolle yafo, but sanyi sabo nyin manyin keno. That was his statement. You understand? So that is why Levatala 5 years old. But one thing is very important here. One, President Barrow, at the end of the 5 years, the promise I made for Gambia, if you elect me, I myself am not going to be part of the election. I am going to organize free and fair election. What we see at the end, the president went and formed a political party. He contested. But again, let's go back to the statement of the president. He says, one day when elders come to visit him at Kairawa Hotel, what he told those people, he said, Mote Mansayala Nyimbanko Kanjang, more than Sanjitang. Ako mel tambi da Sanjitang lo musa sadora Kairaba Jalot aniya jambe. Nabota wolla, mote Mansayala Nyimbanko ka more than Sanjitang. These are all statements of the president. A leader in Islam, even in Islam, because I am a Muslim, he is a Muslim. Islam, I am meant for Moli. Dino is meant for Moli. Lahido la Karola. It's very, very important. Okay. So President Barrow, niajide lahido kumata batele. Ando Muslimo, lahido mu fennet me ya lonko nini Moli ata inyanta ka make sure leta wala. Banko jele. Banko ala nyato tabe, ala nyato tana ala Cairo. Okay. Banko ala nyato tana ala Cairo abe mansala kamo okay. So nim mansa ka fofo abuka barala oto nim alawo kuma kamo men ayafo amam barala we fitna sabu banko ma oto mansa nyim manke kaira mansati.
Okay, ngela diamo moy le serifo yemim fo seneyata bare ngamoy Lamin ni bi serifo jabi la je pour ñing ko masuno kadon kanata section don ñing kata kono
yalo ngay lahido fole 3 years mean 5 years but he deliberately skipped where the 5 years started from.
What's the name, please?
That one started with Sirifo Sonkola Party and their leader. They said whoever touched this 3 years issue will have to battle it out with me in the court. We had that. We had that.
Okay.
Allow me.
No, I cannot allow him to mislead because he started.
I'm not misleading. I'm not misquoting.
I'm not misquoting. I'll give you the chance. No, you have the chance. You'll come back.
People had it. That is in the open. Everybody had that. Barrow is our Barrow. We had that. That is in the open. So why did he deliberately skip that particular portion of the whole thing? And Banco Nengo, Banco Diamurang, Banco Nengo Muala constitution ala loi. Where in our constitution is the 3 years stated? Where in our constitution did we state constitution on Banco Nengo today? We all, how many times have we seen him move in the streets to say, I constitutionally violate? It's a constitutional violation, it's all those things. So I'm in the streets protesting against that. How many times have we seen Sirifo Sonko in the streets dumping from Brufut to Westfield, from Westfield to National Assembly, asking for respect for the rule of law, for the constitution, which is the voice of the country, the tongue of the country.
But what's your view on the utterances of the president?
Regarding the promises that he made that to the Gambian people. And it's the same people who went back to him and asked for continuation.
Okay. We are going to counter in. So I just want to hear that part because I'm trying to close this chapter. We're going to the next stage.
So, what Muhammad need to, what Lamin need to understand is said double quoting. But I am trying to tell him a leader of a country was the one who promised us before we elect him into power.
But do you believe the leader's voice versus the constitution, which one is more superior?
No, the leader's voice, look, let me tell you something. The constitution never says, you cannot resign from being a president after 3 years. That is something, when we have to go by the constitution of Mavo Moeko, Nemola Hidimena, constitution of Mofomole. But not a president for Alpha Nyala Kotenke, Alpha Kilunyala, Akamen quote from the president. Ako, Ahmad Bala Kayako, in 3 years, Kakala for Kotek. Akota Kafol. But Ahmad Bala Kayako, in 3 years, Wadi, Kakal in 3 years, Kumofo. Another minister who is serving under him. So let him not try to bring the word constitution. Look, there are a lot of issues. There are several times this president and his people, they flout the constitution of this country. Just recently, my dear brother, somebody who was acquitted and discharged from the courts was released from the prison. Immediately after his release from the prison, he was arrested at the gate of Mile 2. That is unlawful. That's against the law. That's against the constitution. No. And then not only that. I mean, the minister of finance actually deliberately failed to put the budget before the members of the parliament. That one also is.
No, it was.
No. What I'm saying is, he failed to put the budget before the members of the parliament in the right time until the matter went to the court. You understand? Until the matter went to the court. That happens in this country. Not only that, there has been so many times that these people are going against the constitution of the land. So you cannot tell me it's because of the constitution. That is the very reason.
Let me just give you a clarification there.
Okay.
That one I have a little knowledge.
Okay.
The little knowledge that I have there is the manner in which it is brought to the National Assembly can have ways to do it. There was a certificate of urgency that was brought in and it was taken to the
No, I am not talking about the certificate. You know what you need to understand. They themselves, the members of the parliament themselves made a law.
Right.
And they said the exact timing the minister need to come to the parliament.
Right.
And the minister failed to come to the parliament at the very time. So this is my question here.
Fine, I understand your point. I'm not the one to judge.
So, but what I'm saying is, it's not only that. There has been so many times these people went against the constitution of the land. So he cannot use the constitution to tell OSCO that was the very reason why President Barrow continued. What I am telling you, a leader of a country, every promise you give to the Gambian people, you understand, it's very important that you fulfill those promises. And promises like this are not light promises.
Now, Sirifo, I appreciate your intervention. We are just reminding our viewers that this show is proudly sponsored by the best GSM operator, Africell, and we do thank them for being behind this show. Lamin, we've heard what Sirifo said. Akamemfoteng important at a failure. It's like zero to Janimbe la Nininkaro Natila, because Nininkaro Benda left Nininkala will sambala to the next stage. But ala zero to amafuko lua lua mantinya abe men foga wolom kango versus constitution but ayala kumo dande damento lafte o jabiro le kerek ngeni kay la nyini karol
Which one would he take, morality over on constitution?
No, let me tell you something. When you say morality and constitution now, you can be, you can have moral and also respect the constitution of the land. But this is why I tell him, constitution of mobile. I want him to understand. Constitution of mobile. And that was the very reason why when those who made it 3 years, it doesn't mean go a mile long. Listen.
Constitution of mobile, I had that.
Well, mile long I mean, constitution of the 5 years later.
Right.
But when you morality because of the promise you give to the Gambian people. Yes, some will promise all. And there is no clause, Mr. President, if you rule for 5 years, for 3 years, or you rule for 2 years,
no. At the time, it was not convenient for Barrow to go.
Why?
Projects were started. A lot of things were started.
But we had the
projects were started. A lot of things were started, and they were at very, very young stages, early stages.
Okay.
If you should leave at that time, what happens to the pride of?
If he was to leave that time, what would have happened?
We would have lost a lot of things. Like TRRC would not have brought out everything that we have had from the TRRC. Okay. The Jane Commission, would have suffered. Right. The building of the draft constitution would have suffered a lot. So, fortunately for us, we had the Barrow is our Barrow, and if you want to take Barrow, if you want to ask him to resign after 3 years, I will take the that really helped us as Gambians. Because it moves us.
You still misquoting. I am not. Stop misquoting.
I am not misquoting.
No, I am not misquoting. No, you're misquoting.
No, I am not misquoting. What I had, verbatim is what I am saying.
Dabo is very simple. Dabo Memfo. Ako lua. Come on, I can Memfo. I'm a lawyer Bamande Kanting. Ako lua Mafoko, Momo Yalonko Yemansa, Lua Mafoko 3 years, Lua 5 years. So Nim Momo Ninkoba Forcella, can force it to jail. That's what Dabo said.
But Sirifo, Kumakilo Nata Muratul can 3 years.
But I am not saying go Kumakilo Murun to But what I'm telling you here, what I'm telling you here, Dabo has said Meloni. Dabo is a constitutional lawyer.
We all know that.
Understand?
We all know that. Nobody dispute that.
According to his profession.
That is indisputable.
That was not even the stand of the party at the end. But with all that, it respects the stand of the party.
So you see, that was not the stand of the party.
That was not the stand of.
And when it comes from Barrow, it is the stand of NPP.
No, there was no NPP. There was no NPP.
I'm saying now. What I am saying is now. Now, whatever comes from Barrow is now the stand of NPP today. That's what I'm telling you.
Lamin, when Barrow was promising Gambians, you were not with him. I was with him.
But I was here as a Gambian. I was here and I was in politics.
No, let me show you. I campaigned with him. You understand? I told people what he's saying, believe in him. Barrow said a lot. It was him, Barrow, who sat in the platform. And I remember one of our rallies in 2016 in Farah.
I think we need to move on.
Yeah, I'm going to the next. I have a question.
In Farah, Barrow said to the Gambian people that ni alkalol, and ni sefol. That was the Barrow statement. Sefol ni alkalol will manyan ke dake political because they are serving the public. It was the same Barrow we had at Sukuta. I never saw that you want to go. Akwabe Asobi Samanang, Sefol Baduna, Alcalol Baduna, Governor Baduna,
Sefol Alcalol, and Gambians first before they come.
But it was the president who said, Emmanuel Karaje.
Recognize their right.
But it was the president who said they should not be part of the election. But it was
Sefol Alcalol participating in politics.
Why the president?
Politics is their right.
When he was promising.
It is their right. They are Gambians first.
They are not right.
They are Gambians first before they become politicians.
We are trying to fix
ministers are serving everybody. Chairman of area council chairman are serving everybody.
I'm telling you, we cannot. Let me tell you something.
But they are affiliated to
this country. Let me tell you something. We cannot fix this country if you want to normalize.
No. We have ministers. We have state ministers who are political parties.
Did you not allow?
Who have higher authority than we have governors who have higher authorities than chiefs and alcaldes.
Did you not allow? We have politics. Did you not allow IGP?
IGP is an adjudicator.
No, I'm just asking. Did you not?
I did. The chief has a cultural whatever, traditional ruler. A chief is a traditional ruler. Alcalo is a traditional ruler.
And then,
but IDP, let me tell you, the Inspector General of Police has his party.
No, I am
not that he is eligible to vote.
I am not saying
and he has his choice of party.
I am not saying can you guys listen now?
Let's fix our country.
No, let's fix our country. This country belongs to me and you, and you are not a better than me.
Give me chance. Now, I have a question for you, Sirifo. Be reminding our viewers that they are watching Teledal, and this is the Friday weekly show, The Fix. And we have Honorable Sirifo Sonko and Honorable Lamin Bojang here today in the building. Now, Sirifo, a word has been going around that there was a marriage that was supposed to take place between of course, the Gambia Congress, or the Gambia Democratic Congress, GDC, and then the UDP. But of recent, we've had some audio circulating in town. And I will ask Lamin this same question for a very reason that he was a member of the executive of the GDC. What happened to the marriage between the UDP and the GDC?
No, there was no marriage.
There was no marriage.
No, there was no marriage. This is something I believe people need to understand. Through Man City, UDP in GDC tema. GDC is a political party of its own. It's an independent political party. Likewise, UDP also. You understand? We had the intention to do a coalition with them. That's one of the intentions we have. And
coalition?
Yes. Or an alliance, whatever. No, you understand? And in a position of because Gambians called for a coalition. And then we said, yes, we are open for coalition. You understand? And Nanganyo movement now. Yet still, we did not say we are not going to get into a coalition talk. UDP as a political party is ready to get into any form of coalition talk. But we also believe when we are going to a coalition talk, it's also important that our position, because UDP is a big political party. You understand? And whoever is going there is going to represent. EOC is going to represent the party. Whoever is going to the coalition talk is going to represent the party there. So the party la position o me alongo ini wala kataji. That's what we said. We said we are going to be part of coalition, but nimbetala any coalition talk. One thing is very important for us. We need to call the leadership, and we did not just only say leadership just like that. We put it on facts. We said election is about numbers. You understand? Even if you go to a coalition, we go to a primary. At the end of it, it's going to be about numbers. You understand? That is something we all need to understand. So we said, because, if you go through statistics, if you go through the last electoral cycle, you will see, in fact, UDP get the majority vote.
So the question is, are you still going to go in alliance with GDC or not?
I am trying to give you right. I know where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
So Niajibe, and last election of Menkada, the mayor's election and other elections, Medialongo Keda. Niajibe, UDP la carte or Siata, what you'll bid.
Apart from?
An MPP form.
You have no proof to that?
I have proof.
Good. Please share. I have proof. Please share.
During the last mayoral election, nationwide, if you put the votes together, UDP get the popular vote. The records are there. You understand? UDP get the popular vote.
Okay.
If you put it together, Lamin can, behind the witness. So because of all those facts, you understand, we feel like if parties are ready for us to have a coalition, it's very simple that the parties come and join UDP. Or when we get into a coalition talk, you understand, the parties can have this understanding. UDP in your number settle, UDP in your advantage settle. How many councillors do we have? How many members of parliament do we have? How many mayors do we have? You understand? So an election Benjamin, you need to understand. Let's say ning UDP ko Benyato kaya dila another political party, for example. You understand? One thing you need to expect, where you need to go. The number, UDP low number, you understand, there is high tendency of Kajako, if they have 150 and, and other parties have, let's say, 10, 20, or whatever. So somebody with 10, 20, leadership diwala. You don't expect 150 of they are going to vote for that person. So likely about 80 is going to, 80 or 70. So there is a higher risk of giving leadership to a party mayor along it doesn't have the numbers. So I believe GDC because I have a discussion with the Ila admin secretary, Mr. Nyang, and they were like, why they come to that position was because UDP have already taken their position. It will what if any coalition it will they going in for leadership. So to Angelo go by already leaders UDP position totally. It will now they have made their mind they are not going to have a.
So that's where the stands are.
But I can tell you, UDP. We are going to go for them. You understand? Because one thing every year, and even if you listen to my party leader yesterday, and that's what he said. He said we are going to go for everyone. And he called on Gambians, let us all talk to our leaders. You understand? Let's come together. You understand? Because Bankobe level, Bankobe tembeleto, togetherness, unity is what can give you the result. Can give us the result. So I can tell you, yet still, GDC. There's a possibility for us to, have a coalition.
All right. We will just go for a short break, and we'll be right back after this break, knowing very well that the same question will come to you, Lamin Bojang. We do thank our viewers, on our social media handles, people that are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We do thank the people of the diaspora. Please share and subscribe. That is what's going to help us and keep us here coming your way every Friday. And we'll be right back after this break.
We've got fantastic new social media bundles just for you. Here are your options.
50 megabytes for $10 is valid for 1 day.
Enjoy 400 megabytes for $40, valid for 7 days.
Get a massive 1,200 megabytes for $100 is only, valid for 7 days.
Simply dial *120# and press 3 to pick the social media bundle that suits you best. Subscribe now.
Why settle for one when you can talk with two? With the Africell TOK service. For just $99, you get a massive 1,200 minutes of talk time to share between your two favorite people. To activate, dial *135#, select your two Africell numbers, and you're locked in for a full month of conversations. Africell, connecting you to your peoples.
Thank you very much to all our viewers. Warm welcome back to the episode that we've just started today, The Fix, where I talk about the alignment of grassroots politics and, of course, talking about cross-carpeting to other parties. Lamin, what is your view on the interaction member GDC ning UDP team?
Thank you very much. And I think I agree with him that politics is about numbers. And to be fair, UDP has the numbers. Even though my man is dressed in our NPP colors today. Thank you for coming in our colors, and I think you did this to please me here today. Thank you very much. I'm so much grateful for that.
One thing you need to remember, this caller was told.
No. Allow me. It is my time. Let him allow me. It is my time.
No, this caller was the coalition caller.
Was it? But it is our caller. It is our caller. Thank you very much for appearing in NPP calls. Regarding the marriage.
Yes, the marriage. He said there's no marriage.
There is no marriage. But I think I agree with him, as I stated earlier on. I agreed with him that politics is about knowledge. Allow me to learn. I do not want to be dragged into that. GDC is a party that I respect.
Thank you.
I have a very, very high regard for them, and their party leader still remains a very good brother of mine, even though we do not agree politically, but we are good brothers up to this minute. I know if somebody tell you that I can butter my bread on my own, if you go into his house to help him butter his bread, whatever you have there, you are the cause of it.
Right.
UDP believe they have the numbers that can give them the leadership role without going through any kind of formalities or primaries. But we have seen in the National Assembly When UDP had about, I think, 33 or 35 National Assembly members, and they wanted to change the age limit for the vice president or for the presidency. They never just jump and say, we are the majority, and therefore the age limit is changed. It had to go through process. In any democratic decisions that are taken democratically, it has to go through process. I think for them to say, whoever wants to come and join us can come, but the leadership, the flag bearer, is not a topic to be discussed. You know, we don't say no. You can come, let's come. Okay, let's come together. But the issue of the leadership would not be discussed. I think, in my opinion, they have erred. They should have allowed a roundtable discussion. Since they have the numbers, they use their numbers to select the flag bearer.
Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah? To select the flag bearer.
The past always serves as a history.
No, the past always serves as history. But at the end of the day, what happened in the past?
At the end of the process.
At the end of the process, what happened?
At the end of the process, what will happen?
Absolutely nothing will happen. UDP will have the flag bearer.
No, but how can we get the flag bearer?
Because you have the numbers.
No, okay, we have the numbers.
Yes.
Is it the same numbers going to the primaries? That's what you need to understand. One thing you need to understand. I don't want to go deep into this.
When you are going into primaries, you have to have a set criteria.
Okay.
And then when you set that criteria, in 2016, when you were going for the primaries, every party went with how many people? 60?
Yeah.
At the end 70. Of the day, 70. At the end of the day, UDP candidate ended up winning.
Do you know how we end up winning?
Well, you can play the same.
Was there anything like? But you know.
Okay, now what happened? How did you win? No, I did not. Now share it with me.
Barrow only won the 2016 primaries because there were other political parties who actually did not bring in candidates. Parties like GMC. Parties like Henry Gomez, you understand, and I think PPP.
All those parties supported Barrow.
No, you understand. So those are the parties who.
Yeah, it
is about eight
Gab in jail.
Parties. No, Gab was not there.
Was not. Okay.
No,
Gab wasn't formed. Then.
No, Gab was not formed yet. So it's because.
But he was still with us.
It's because of those political parties, and also at that time also. It's completely different system, like NCP, when Bolong was the candidate for NCP.
GPDP was existing.
Henry Gomez was existing, right. but NCP, who brought in Bolong, you understand, his delegate, he was not the person who selected the delegate. Who selected delegates. So Bolong selected only 40 delegates, you understand? And Majongo and the others selected and the 30 delegates all vote in for Barrow, you understand? So I am telling you.
But you still have GFA? Who? That is in alliance with you?
No, GFA was.
No, but they're still in alliance with you.
No, but you don't understand. No, GFA had an alliance with us. Ni capital no for the election. 2020. What election? No. After the election, we do not have any alliance with them.
I'm learning that.
No.
That's news now.
No, that parliament. He endorsed it for the presidency. That's what he endorsed. Like Marisok also. He only endorsed us for the presidential election. After the presidential election, there is no election where we went with them. You understand? UDP went solely. All our elections, you understand? Only Talib Menko, he did a coalition with, GDC and other independent people. You understand? But I can tell you solely, UDP were solo in all our elections.
No, not Talib said that. Not Talib said that.
What?
Members of UDP came to the GDC executive to meet us for us to give our backings to Talib in KMC.
Talib came to.
No.
He was not the executive.
He did not come alone.
No. I don't want us to go.
No, I also don't want to go that line.
No, guys.
I will not accept.
Sirifo, I'm about to ask you a question now, Sirifo.
I will not accept those allegations against the GDC. I will not just accept that. It was not GDC that said, okay, let's endorse Talib.
I am not saying it was GDC.
Talib came with UDP executive members. But in KMC,
but what did I say?
Our party leader.
But what did I say? I said, except Talib Menko, ila mo ko talib men ko
ani amanke talib ko tide aketale amanke talib ko de talib ni UDP ko do le nata mama kanda ya pour na back pour GDC e UDP back wala ke da amanke talib ko tide
no what I'm telling you from KMC.
From KMC, exactly.
From KMC.
From KMC and from LRR also.
And will you like to name those
and LRR
people?
also.
Can you name those people for reference?
No, I cannot do that because something
name them.
No,
name them because
no. I will not do that.
No, name them.
I will not do that in front of the camera.
No.
I will not do that.
No.
But it's unconvenient. Yes.
No, let us be fair.
I will do that.
If Lamin can sit here, UDP executive members will do. We'll let her Mama Kande. I am not saying going to Mama Kande for him to endorse Talib is not. Mafoko is bad. Is a bad idea. I'm not saying that. And then Murasi Falankafoko actually GDC did not add value to Talib election. I would never say this because exactly. I know they add efforts, they add energy.
So for nanyi nkarobe na kan wala. Nanyi nkarobe na kan damen tuko. Talib na la kafo molu ko ala ganye o UDP ngol dam mama siama.
No. Imafoko iko ila ganyo outside the Leasima.
Iko UDP ngol masima.
Very good.
So is that true?
No, that's not true. And then I believe my man will not also, go with them on that. Because let me tell you something.
Oh boy, I can hardly.
No, you cannot have, what I will agree with him, you cannot have this room painted 85% green and you say it's still not a greenhouse.
What are you implying?
Yeah, you cannot have 85% of UDP backing you and you win that election and you said it is not UDP victory. I won't agree with that.
Okay. All right, we will take a short break just to have an opportunity to drink water. We will be right back. Of course, we are grateful and honored to the sponsors of this program, leading GSM operator in the Gambia, Africell. We do thank all the other followers as well on social media and those that are actually following us here live at Teledal in the Gambia. We'll be back right after this break.
You can now turn your loyalty points into data or voice bundles. Simply dial *772#, press 1 to check how many points you've got, press 2 to redeem those points. Recharge on AfriCell, buy credit on AfriMoney, buy cash power. Lord Efrek, you get points. Even when you redeem, your total points still stack up, giving you a chance to win one of 2 luxury AfriCell villas. AfriCell, 25 years of rewarding loyalty, and we're just getting started.
Thank you very much to all our viewers once more. Welcome back to the Fix Show at Teledal. Lamin, my question goes to you. Mbetembo mento jamaba folako campaign startale. Officially, yes, a man start, but a mulbe election, mulbe mul nyini karne karte fayo soto ila mafongala. Wala ye winning candidate soto, ye winning soto, ye mul soto la karola dal. Voter registration of an startale. Looking at the political landscape, what are the chances of you people retaining your seat? At all MP Pinkol?
I would say 60 to 70%, between 60 and 70%. We are going to win.
The more with the minority.
No, I will not agree. We are going to win with the majority, above 50%. Okay. But you know, I work for a private company, and at the beginning of every year you are giving a target to meet at the end of the year. At NPP, our party leader gave us a target of 75% of voters. That is why we are putting complacency aside. We are working day and night to ensure we reach that threshold of 75%. But there is no denying that we are winning this election. We are not going to rest on our laurels. We are not going to be complacent. We are going to be knocking at every door to ensure we collect every single vote available in this country. Because we are the front runners. We are the darling of electorates in this country because we are delivering. We have a workaholic president who has surpassed the expectation of every Gambian in 2017. Today, 10 years down the line or 9 years down the line, he has surpassed the expectation of every Gambian in terms of development, in terms of regard for the rule of law, in terms of respect for humanity, in terms of building our image in the international arena, in terms in education, in all those sectors, in agriculture. You know, he has surpassed everybody's expectations. Right. So that is why the 50% is just the basis. How would I say it? That's just a stepping stone. But we are moving on to challenge ourselves to reach the 75% because the target is given to us by our party leader.
Abaraka bake lamin. Sirifo, mun jikile bali ko albe barola man sa abo indil.
Yeah, abaraka bake Muhammad ilo nyinin karo kumata bake. Because ne Gambia jibe President Barrow la hidolu melke from 2016. And after 9 years of his presidency, Gambia betembo economically, Bankola Fankola Karola. Bankola Fankola Karola. Mukija Faruda Malti Banko Jungole. 9 years of his presidency, I julumenta, I banko di julumento. What a symbol water than Sadora Karaba Jorani Jambe Menta. This is something we all have very well. The amount of corruption, because one of the biggest diseases in this country, the Bankola Kuramba, better than that, being corruption.
Even the anti-corruption bill,
the anti-corruption bill is just a skeleton. There's a skeleton bill. If you look at, I mean, I wish you go and read the Anti-Corruption Act.
I read a lot.
Yes, so that one is just there just because so that they can able to attract donors. That's why it did. So the level of corruption in this country, the level of police brutality, the level of injustice in this country.
Oh my God!
People are watching. The promises I made the government, like I said, he keeps failing his promises. President Barrow promised us that he's going to create 150,000 jobs. 150,000 jobs. Let them tell us how many jobs they provided. That's what he tells us. Is that his leadership, they are going to provide 150,000 jobs. The youth of this country are jobless. The youth of the country, they have no hope in his
government. So do you think that is what I don't leverage the world to
and then if you come to our health sector, imagine a leader who always wait when it's time for election or tomorrow, they will want to act. They would like to tell us, they would like to improve our health sector because of election. This is something people need to understand. You remember the last time they say ambulances in this country was when?
They what? Sell?
The last time they say ambulances.
Yes, last year.
Ambulances?
Yes, last year.
Ambulances in this country, I'm telling you, the last time they say ambulances in large numbers in this country.
Last year?
Last year.
I still insist last year.
No, last year.
Around February.
No, they actually,
I saw them packed at Makati Square.
No, it was on the record.
How many ambulances?
I wouldn't know.
Many. Now, I can't remember the figure, but more than 50.
Listen. No, Lamin.
I saw those ambulances.
All right, go ahead.
I saw those ambulances packed. I saw those ambulances.
They will always wait when it's time for election.
Last year when there was no election. No, I'm just putting this on the record.
My brother, I am telling you, buying 10, 15 ambulances. I am telling you to buy ambulances in large numbers.
Yes, over 50 ambulances, I saw them with my naked eyes.
This year also in 2026, because election is coming, they just assemble ambulances there. You understand? That shows President Barrow's leadership, he does not care about Gambia, but he cares how he is going to stay in power. How he's going to stay in power. But not only that one. President Barrow, governance. The low quality of road construction.
Are you saying our roads are...
No, come on, my brother. The low quality of road construction. Come on, Silon.
Oh my God.
Silon, the low quality of road construction, everybody knows it. These are elephant projects. And again, to tell you, those low quality of road projects in this country, that also has linked to the corruption. Because here, for example, Mohammed, you cannot tell me a road in Brufut is costing 24 million. And again, tell me a road in Jokhadu without no street light, without no drainage system, is also costing 24 million.
What? The distance?
No, I'm telling you, you cannot tell me you are paying road construction on Banco Kanjang, minimum one in nani. The other minister for minimum one in Lulu. The president say minimum one in Lulu, minister for minimum one in Lulu. But in coming for you, minimum one in Lulu, without following you, Burfoot Silo may along drainage system over here. Burfoot Silo. You understand? It has some other facilities. It has solar lights and other stuff, concrete. Burfoot Silo also. And you are now telling me also a road in Jokard may along it does not have among drainage system also. Among solar street light also, you're telling me the same road also is costing 24 million. That shows the high number of corruption member caring President Barrow Mazakundakon. And when I say injustice, and it's like, what kind of...
No. Mohammed.
First of all, Nyadon Kome Along is tried and tested. That's Honorable Lawyer Ushono Mukunda. He's a leader, he's a very peaceful leader, well educated. And he was tested in power and he proved himself. When he was the foreign minister. A foreign minister like Ayabang, a vice president. A vice president like Ayabang. Inamina Lumman Sijang. Yafudam the Kola Usundawe Masafunda and Apollo Taja.
No, but I'm
in his government, during his time in government, so Usain has proved to the Gambian people because all the time I missed them from the foreign ministry, for the vice president, there was no single time. So Usain's leadership as a vice president is delivered. And when he was at the foreign ministry, we've seen the number of projects. I met someone in Bangkok when he was a vice president, when he was just a minister at the foreign affairs. So if Usainu can bring those kind of projects in this country, you understand, I believe if we give him chance, and then he is incorruptible because I'm corrupt. We need a leader who is not corrupt. That is the kind of leader Gambians need. That's the kind of leader the youth of this country are looking for. And then Usainu have passed all those exams. So because Usainu passed Nyameng and Nyajibe today, the demand of the Gambian people today, the large number of Gambian people, everybody, more people, Masandisho Dabesierli, Molla Baluo. Baluo is one of the key important things. The welfare of the people is very important. So Usainu is somebody we believe and we trust him. So if we give him the chance to rule this country, and again, one thing also you need to understand, Usainu, we have a leader who said, if you elect me into office, I am going to govern for only 5 years. And this is something that a lot of Gambians are crying for. We want a leader who is going to respect time limit, who is not going to be greedy.
What would you respond to?
I will start with the 150,000 jobs.
Right.
I will not say Barrow created 150,000 jobs. You know what I'm regretting in my life? Kabringa school bank. Mfama. Akonye ngata ngakeno dila ye garden also wanamamba. It was going to be almost 400 by 400. Nkaeko nte monyol baby ta kan tubabudu eka funteta kunkudoko.
Yeah.
He insisted nkai hani mantakel lungu minantata anka ko ngado ko soto nkata teaching nala akonye fuarolon nka ko hani ha nga fuarolon I responded ko nga fuaro fente mimbul wala fuaro ta honya hani akonye e ko kata min karandero nka ha akonye e bejo la karifa do ko do karifa la nka ha akonye ko fuaro molti mi alon ko karo mumi anyanna ka min soto lonne janni karo fa akonye wala fuaro creating 150,000 jobs. I cannot say 150,000 jobs is created, but by bringing electricity to the doorsteps of people is creating job. Motokula minka lonto la Johnson auto aka motokiliwo motokilin ku $200 is that. Ay kurang la soteje, ay jere soteje wala naka moto kuno. Ninga ay motokilin ku $200. Imagine let's just assume ko ay moto lulu da mareku in a day.
$1,000.
That's $1,000. How many days are in the week?
Minimum 26 days, 30 days in a month.
30 days in a month. 30 times 1,000.
Huh? 300.
$30,000.
30,000.
$30,000. Ikajumala jo wala karifajo.
Once year.
Anu mila jo mu 6,000, 7,000, or 8,000. Ikana akamuto kuye fang.
But Lami, the guy talked about he's going to sell corruption to the electorate.
Wait, I will come to that.
Please.
I'll come to that. Job issue. I believe, Intela believe, Badami, by giving people water and electricity, you have created uncountable number of jobs. Job avenues where they can create job for themselves.
I'm assume that you were talking about electricity.
Wait.
Because where we are sitting right now, there is no electricity. So if you are telling me here, because there's no electricity. We use a backup system.
No. Today we are not.
The country is crying.
Do you know the cost? Do you know why? Do you know why electricity is not available?
Do you know why electricity?
Do you know why electricity is not available?
Yes, I can answer you.
No,
I can answer you.
I can answer you. Two old people.
I can answer you.
Donald Trump Benjamin Netanyahu.
No, please, Lamin, stop telling me.
In the whole world?
No, stop telling me that.
No,
stop telling me that.
I will tell you that.
No, stop telling me that.
Those are the people who are causing war.
Trump is in America.
Because of the war. Because of the war.
You are telling me because of the war?
That is affecting us.
You only tell us because of COVID-19 we listen, but because of the Israel.
It is happening everywhere.
Do you know why?
The entire world is suffering.
Do you know why?
The entire world is suffering from the consequences of that war.
The solar plant.
Whether you take it or not.
The solar plant is good.
He had his time and I listened.
The solar farm in Burundi is given us 30. They said it's not an island.
It's not an island. It's a nation.
If this government is interested to provide proper energy supply to Gambians,
you'll have your time. You will have your time.
Listen to him.
You politicizing everything?
No, Inyaka, saya bula sirifo tenku. You finish. Sirifo abula ya labang atonno.
8 hours. You should stop me. Are we having electricity right now here? Are we having electricity in this studio? I am asking you, are we having electricity?
Sirifo asoya labang.
Not having electricity here.
Why?
Soya labang.
Everything happens
Because of a consequence. You came,
No,
you
I don't
arrived
want
late,
I don't
you
want
arrived
elephant
late
project.
because of
I don't want
because of a certain situation.
I don't want elephant project.
No, there is no elephant project. We have all seen. You cannot compare electricity in this country today. Even today,
Exactly.
even today, you cannot compare electricity supply in this country to what was obtained before the coming of the arrival.
That's the same. You never tell us that.
No, it's not the same.
Don't compare.
This is
recently.
no, it's a shame that it is a shame that
These people are sometimes if
I want to compare myself and you are saying even Jammeh's time is better than Barrow. You said that.
Who?
I once heard you say that. You by Sonko. You for Sonko. You said that. So now I'm trying to compare. I'm not trying to compare. Now you are saying.
Let me tell you something.
The same you.
Time is better than
The same you who said
Jammeh time. Jammeh time is
he spoke and I listened.
No, Sirifo, listen now.
Jammeh's time.
Sirifo, now listen.
Jammeh was
No, now listen. No, now listen. Let him finish.
Jammeh was better.
Let him finish.
Against Barrow.
You guys, if you don't listen to each other, audience will not listen. No. Listen. Nal mela moy. No, nal mela moy. La moy lal sal moy la. ela moy sirfo nal mela moy lam
wole ya jembele duko ya jembele ko solo kala baroti
no ela moy rek ela moy saying aso ya labang
It's a shame that he is comparing Yaya Jammeh and Barrow, and he doesn't want me to compare them. That's a shame.
No.
ela moy rek abatu ay labang sirfo abatu ay labang
I said, in electricity, what is obtained in this country now is far ahead, miles ahead of what we used to enjoy.
I've invested how many millions?
no ela moy ayata labang ibela ta
And we are enjoying it.
Let's go.
We are enjoying electricity. Let's call a spade. I am not here to argue with him. Mafulako, you don't need a ding. We're killing him for a very. So now after some call, we can go ahead. Now after diplomatically, we can talk. But you don't need a ding. We're killing him very. So we are the same. We are one and the same people. We are all Gambians.
Well, I know it's a Brikama Daddy, both of you are from Brikama. But I want you to go
he's not from Brikama.
Against
He's not from Brikama. He's from Bujumbura. He is not one of us.
He works for the Brikama Area Council.
No, yes, he works for Brikama Area Council, but he's not one of us. He's not from Brikama.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that I would accept him as a guy from Brikama is the color that he is dressed in today. Apart from that, he is not from Brikama. Now, I'm coming to, you see, Bayo Sonko, I am a very, very keen follower of the boy. I follow him very, very well. There is no single life that he did I did not watch.
Okay.
The entirety of his, no matter how long it is, I'll watch it to the end.
Because
There is no post on Facebook that he does, which I will not do. There is no TV or radio program that Bayo Sonko announced on his wall that he is going to do that I did not follow. I am a very, very, very keen follower of the boy.
Move on.
No, because I'm saying I know a lot of things. I know your way of thinking, the trajectory in which you go. I know it very well.
Fine, move on.
You understand? You always based on your judgments on assumption. You only assume.
Tell me one.
You only assume. You have no fact. Bayo Sonko, itamang block koso no cement block koso. You know ika emano. But how can you tell us construction of the road?
Drama.
No, construction of the road. How can you tell us that's a poor quality when itamang block koso for no?
I mean, you miss.
No, I'm not misquoting. I'm not misleading. I'm not misleading anybody. I'm telling you the fact.
You misleading.
No.
Ask people who knows me.
No. Bayo.
You don't know my profession.
No, I know when you attended GTTI.
I built schools in this country as an engineer, story building school.
No.
Somebody can be my witness.
No.
My own friend.
No, but you don't know much about road construction.
Let me tell you something. Road construction. Tell me something about road construction. Wiki, you telling me?
No, you are telling us the quality of the roads. If you are telling me that the quality of the OIC road is poor, then I will completely disagree.
Every road is built.
I will completely disagree.
The quantity, the amount of money because that road. I am telling you, I'll come on soon because I'll come Burfoot Silo, I'll call million one in nanity. I'll come on the Kodak Silo.
I would like you to take that at your own time.
Come for the one Burfoot Silo street light or sort. Before slow drainage system or sort before slow concrete sort I think food park sort hey don't let body silo man food park sort don't let body silo man street light or sort
ale silo sort body
but say nan ka fa
ale silo sort body
nan ka jam ka min mun nan ka fa wala ko lamin that does not make sense as somebody who understands how quantity sort do their quantity the quantity I mean they do their
Sonko Gambia let me just say this
understand
I understand
you are acting as a drama. Even drama acting.
No, that's not drama. I am telling you, Koa, the level that is required. Puriye sinadoku gauge no. Ya access no. And you evaluate it, you have more better or something like looking at the roads, the kind of roads that we have. I see highway.
What I see now
no, you are misleading.
1 minute guys.
You are just misleading.
Now guys, let me bring this to your attention.
You know somebody died because of bad road? Lamin, I want you to understand. I don't go more farther because of bad road here.
No, Maula.
I am telling you, in my long,
somebody died because of bad road. That's news to me. I'm getting that for the first time.
Guys, we just need to
take 1 hour man in the Cindy Lamin. No. Because now look,
I am not satisfied with 1 hour. I'm definitely not satisfied with 1 hour.
Now, this is
the way you come. Let's go on that. I will bring you down. I want you to maintain decorum. And let us talk maturely for our viewers to understand what we are saying.
But come on for me, I don't know.
I am the moderator of this program. That's number one.
I salute the chairman.
And as a result of that, la ketanyanya ninko alinga nyoso nga nyola moi mbebe karankan.
I salute the chairman.
Nga karang alfele. Jamale fananga karang alfele. You guys, you might think naturally, you might think you are not educated. You might think you are a small boy. You might think that you are nobody. But to some people, there's nobody like you.
I salute the chairman.
The same thing with you, Lamin Bojan.
I salute the chairman.
People will look up to you people and they want to listen, sense to come out of you people. If you use platforms to argue or to raise your voices, they will not be able to learn something. We have exhausted the 1 hour we are given. Now, all that I can do is to actually sum up this program and give you the opportunity to take 1 minute to speak to Gambians and tell them exactly what do you stand for and what do you expect and where do you see this Gambia in the next 5 years. The same question I will ask you, for you to do the same thing. And then you'll speak to Gambians and let them, what do you stand for? Where are we as Gambians and where do you see this country going? For whatever reason you guys may have. And the nation will watch this show and judge you based on the things you said. People extract information from this particular platform. And we share this because it becomes a national dialogue. So, nkana jibe nyofe nga jutu nyola, alkumata. So, Allah kumaya, ite fe, UDP nkolo kono, sonko mundola jata balta. NPP nkolo ya, lame mumbarodi leti. Malon fale ya family. So at the end of the day, fonsi kachan na mule kachanya me yalon ko ase Cairo nin tenku mo sabatin din na Bangkok. So I'm still giving you this 1 minute to do that before we close this program.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mohammed. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. Kanajan kadiam Gambia dingole. Gambian ko nak Gambia fo wala nyindi ko bi Gambia te momento momanya na folo moy. Banko la fanko karola economy. Daje banko la fango fene mi alonga ko mata bakele katanda lako alon baro la mansa kunda mantara parerin e man banko nyinda tara nyama man ko nyama nyaji be bi kelo membe ke kan janab ko neni da klim fulo de ko kelo be ke kan Israel kelo be ke kan Iran. I am telling you just 1 month 1.5 months kelo me alon ko be kerin dunia ko jana ndol man if not 3 months for ndol be is affecting us, according to me. But do you know why? Because the government is not prepared. Let this government tell us how many fuel you are safe. You understand? What is the fuel gel safe? If crisis come, I'm not only saying the Israeli crisis. Countries are Bangkol Milanonko is so bad about it. They are very determined. It can make a whole new to it can make solid. You fem mabo. Ibajalo ko nin kole anara kole anisa. But yaji be gamen ko. Ndol momor ndimbe jam. Bekata marse kilometer par bin kamano san jellala ga sugro san jellala na baluon ka san jellala bar bi mo jelle be kumbo kan ila dimba be bul ila feta karam moto bari e man karam mo jono Gambia college me ya longo to mo nimmo be jita daro mo le ka follow jeleto because at least Masakunda, in fact Masakunda was giving stipend to people me longo they want to be teachers, but recently in Gambia college never taraje eka jole no san eka jo so ulbe mo fenen me longo na karola bundala fenen me longo manki ni na jada kenya ala karola bi binira lop tanol because now mo jana Masakunda ko health insurance ali Gambian ko mal be nyen ka immediately after the election ko health insurance so left mo kilim fula ya ko I am benefiting from that health insurance. Why are we not benefiting from that insurance? It was just an elephant project. So kapale ko mansame ya longa kala hidoke mansame ya longa you only bring projects just come mul nyaku, you understand wo mansa pour ko wala mansa haba is very, and again one thing is very important. Gambeno bebe mem fo ko wala nyindu ko mansa na meta siri ya gembe ala first 10 years of ruling it was kind of better, But after 10 years of ruling, it becomes pompous. So I am telling you, Barrow is somebody, you have to respect the will of the Gambian people. And the Gambian will movement, no leader should be here more than 5 years. And no, more than 10 years. And President Barrow was the person who promised us that no leader is going to be here for more than 10 years. So I am telling you, the youth, it's funding. When there is protest, why are they coming out? Because of frustration, because of bad leadership, you understand? Because of injustice, because of lack of job creation, because of lack of good health care, because of lack of better education, because of lack of proper transport system in this country. Why are we not having proper transport system in our country? Well, it's because we have a leader whose vision is how to remain in power, but now not how to develop his people as a leader. So that's why I am calling you. I told Gambia Dung. Mbal fulal ko nyaton ko me ya lonko ana nyaton ko ya Gambia be yaje akada vice president akada foreign minister akada vice president nyim banko ko nya ayo place ol beta fay place ol bula mo me bulo to ka ko Usain Dabo ni na bulo suñu jam bi ni masa kunda me ya lonka be kere na fulu jelle ya lonko mankira mulbe ñun kaka where is our 35 million? These are questions me ya lonko we need to ask. Where is the generational wealth? Because the generational wealth is something we have to ask. Nina de Komoleko, Jambe is somebody, Mayalonko in the Bankole phone letter. Now, the Jambe phone Yota will blow on the sign. Yota, I tell Manuel, go to Brufut High, go to Senegambia, then you bad and down Jimelonko, that's until left future. Until left future, until left summer, Nandaka Balu Damento. B, funding Kelvin today, buy Kanjel, they're giving it to foreign investors. We want to be our own investors. We want to invest in our country. If you want a leader who is going to respect you, who is not going to drive you out of your own land, that's no leader. The only leader, Meha Alonko, is well educated, is focused, that is A.N. Usienu Numkunda Dam, the leader of the United Democratic Party, and I am calling you. Go out and register. Don't sit in the ghetto. Go out and register. Your voice is your registration. A cow will register it. Don't just go and sit in the bantabas. Only protest you just come out. Only politically. No. The first thing you have to do for your voice to be heard is to make sure you go and have your registration. Right. When you have your register, the only political party where there is number, the only political party is ready for change. It's no other political party but United Democratic Party.
Baraka Baki.
Thank you so much, Mohammed, for having us.
Thank you very much, Siri, for Bio Sonko. Baraka Baki, Sonko Gambia.
And you went beyond 1 minute. Now, he went 5 minutes and you want me to do that in 1 minute.
Please, but take the time because we've actually exhausted the time.
Thank you very much. I am so much disappointed that I expected us to delve into Brikama Area Council issues, and that did not come up.
Here he is.
And no, but
if you want to use 1 minute for that,
no, I don't want to use my 1 minute for that. We will get another one.
We'll come here.
Yeah, and we will talk about the Brikama Area Council.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But that you comparing when that happened. He will bring his team and you will bring your team.
I'm not bringing any team. I'm not bringing any team. I live in Brikama, so I know all that is happening.
I am telling him that because the thing is,
I live in Brikama. It's my minute now.
So that's my time. It's totally for him to be recommended. To be the chairman of Brikama,
it's not easy.
You know how it's to be an MP, to be a chairman. It's not easy. So you must be very prepared, huh? Thank you.
Just like how you struggle to become an MP.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Yes, it's not easy.
Become an area council. I'm not interested in that position. I will live in Brikama. Banko, it's my 1 minute so long.
No, at
1 minute, please.
Comparing Barrow mentioning Barrow and injustice is completely outrageous. I completely disagree with him. Barrow does not know what is injustice. Barrow's actions are always guided by justice. He is somebody, he is somebody, I tell you Barrow long katambintela. If Barrow is capable of conducting injustice or carrying out things that are not justice, Sonko knows that better than I do. He knows Barrow better than me. Huh? Now, mbe minkela purukana femkul labang is very, very serious. simple and straightforward. Alimbe nga make sure ngata na karte woluta. Let us not feel intimidated. Let us not feel sidelined. Let us not feel marginalized. We are Gambians and this is our right. Purungan na nyaton ko tombong mindiatanye. Karte fay tadulado. Isulata fengo fenna as your document ata yeta ila karte ota. Yeta isi suokono peacefully. Karte fay lungo esi on the 5th of December. Yeta ila karte jolong barula boxo kono. Yeta isi suokono esi yela mo results la.
Astaghfirullah.
Ye baro ganyendi. Because baro lem mansati mi alonko a tele freedom of expression. Samana nyimbanku bi niajem be siri nyin television auto jang. Teledal nene mansoto num jang. Bare baro jamano online TV station minnu nata jandantara. We amplified media houses. We have a lot of radio stations coming up. We have a lot of television stations.
I mean,
journalists are free. I am not.
I know it's insult me. No, you are insulting me.
No, I'm not insulting you.
Stop insulting me.
No. I am. It's because of Baro. I use Lamin Bodang. I use my name as Lamin Bodang on social media and write whatever I want to write. It's because of Baro. We all know he was hiding under the name Sonko Gambia. And his real name is Sirifo Sonko. Who? Those days he was hiding behind that name. You have a lot of pseudonyms then.
I think Sonko Gambia.
No,
Sonko Gambia starting.
It's my time. It's my time.
You understand?
It's my time.
You have a time. You come back here.
It's my time. It is my time. Don't interfere with my time. No. A lot of people were under the table. Today, we do not have those names like Freedom newspaper no read Ninjang online. Because a reporter report in KJ the kind of names that they use. Me, more can see in front of TV cameras with a mic and criticize the government. And what Mbena Duati. That was the freedom we were all looking for. Now we have it. Let us enjoy it. And by enjoying this is by voting Barrow back to State House on the 5th of December. And preparation of baby kekang, then foreign registration of be kekang, mbaje kang atata fokatong abitara dual to jana mbaje kang dual beto. Abe min be kekang, walen puru to prepare an excuse on the 6th of December when the results are announced. To say, okay, I'm filing the cabinet registration of the imagine Tarakaro, I can do a foreign register. Gambians, Alta Carto Nini, Ada Carto for President Baroe, Purum Beni Yirwal Ninya total enjoy Kanyim Bankung, ye continue. Abarak.
Thank you very much, Lamin KB Bojang of Brikama, of course, big and a vocal advocate of the National People's Party. Baraka Bake for coming to the fix at Teledal.
A former GDC.
No problem.
No,
that's very important. But political inconsistency, Mange Kuku that is Sirifo.
No, but I am telling you,
I'm just telling you. Let me just finish up.
I am consistent. So give me the credit.
Give me
the credit, I am consistent.
Yes, you are consistent. So, perfect. But also accept the fact that inconsistency
I am telling you, me, I'm not talking.
What on Bafola Najiber Lali be Dao Dambafoli ya Baraka Bake. People that are following us on our social media handles, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Bafola Mobe ko ya Baraka Bake. Those at home and those at diaspora. Be in the building. We had Sirifo Bayo Sonko, commonly known as
Sonko Gambia.
Yes. And Lamin KB.
He's my man. The man dressed in grey color today.
What on Bafola le ala Baraka Bake. Mbe wata do soto langa nyoku mande ko tek nga singa kacha especially Allah tardula ma fala wala Brikama sate bala kuoti. And thank you very much. We hope to see you. Thank you.
He's my man.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Allah Baraka.
You can now turn your loyalty points into data or voice bundles. Simply dial *772#, press 1 to check how many points you've got, press 2 to redeem those points. Recharge on AfriCell, buy credit on AfriMoney, buy cash power. Lord Efrek, you get points. Even when you redeem, your total points still stack up, giving you a chance to win one of 2 luxury AfriCell villas. AfriCell, 25 years of rewarding loyalty, and we're just getting started.